The HOA thought banning my only boat would end my weekends on the water. Instead, I turned their petty power move into the biggest underground waterfront club the neighborhood has ever seen. When the HOA announced that all non-approved personal watercraft were banned, I knew they were targeting only one person, me. My small fishing boat had been tied to my dock for years without a single complaint. But after Karen moved in next door and declared it an eyesore, the board magically rewrote the rules. The next morning, a bright orange sticker on my boat read, "Removal ordered." I confronted the HOA president, but he didn't even pretend to hide the bias. "Your boat doesn't fit the community aesthetic," he said. "Get rid of it." I told him the lake was public. He said, "The HOA shoreline isn't." That's when the idea sparked. If they didn't want my boat near the shore, then I'd give them something 10 times bigger, louder, and completely legal right under their noses. A few calls later, I found a floating modular dock system, fully removable, fully permitted, and most importantly, outside HOA jurisdiction if placed 6 feet off their property line. I anchored the platform behind my house, connected solar lights, added 2 lounge chairs, a minibar, Bluetooth speakers, and a canopy. Overnight, my sad, banned boat became the foundation of a floating waterfront club. The first night, I invited a few friends. By the second, word spread. Paddle boards, kayaks, floaties. People came from all sides of the lake. Music echoed across the water. Laughter carried in the wind. My club glowed like a floating festival. And the HOA? They were losing their minds. Karen marched down the shoreline screaming, "You can't operate a business here." I raised my phone. "Not a business, not on your property, not under your rules." She pointed at the crowd. "This is a disturbance." "So is your voice," someone yelled back. The board called security. Security shrugged. They had no authority on water. They called the sheriff. The sheriff laughed. "It's public lake activity. Leave the man alone." The HOA tried filing complaints, sending letters, threatening fines. Nothing worked. My floating club was untouchable. Now, every weekend, dozens gather on the glowing dock, dancing, relaxing, living free. And every time Karen looks out from her window, she sees the club shining brighter than ever. They banned my boat, so I built a legend instead.